Have you ever stretched your hand toward your dog, maybe while you're relaxing on the couch or waking up in the morning, and before you even make contact, they flop right onto their back, legs in the air, belly fully exposed like an open invitation? It's almost dramatic how quickly they shift positions, as if they've been waiting all day for this exact moment. Some look at you with soft eyes, some wiggle with excitement, and some go perfectly still, as if entering a peaceful trance. To us, it looks cute, irresistible even, but what your dog is doing in that moment is much deeper than just wanting a scratch. Rolling onto their back is one of the most vulnerable positions a dog can be in, and the fact that they choose to do it around you reveals something beautiful about how they feel. Beneath the wiggles, the sighs, the relaxed paws, lies a world of instinct, trust, affection, and communication that goes far beyond a simple belly rub. Dogs live in a world guided by body language, instinct, and emotional bonds. While humans use words to express themselves, dogs rely on physical signals, posture, movement, eye contact, and touch. When your dog exposes their belly to you, they're speaking in the clearest emotional language they know. Some people assume belly up means submission, but that's only part of the truth. Dogs don't just flip over because they feel small or weak around you. They do it because they feel safe. They do it because they trust you not to take advantage of that vulnerability. They do it because your presence makes their guard drop and their heart open. The belly rub is just the reward they get for expressing that trust. It becomes a ritual, a tender exchange of comfort, affection, and connection. And here's something fascinating. Dogs don't simply tolerate belly rubs. Many genuinely enjoy the sensation. When your hand gently scrubs their soft belly fur or scratches the area near their ribs, it activates nerve clusters that trigger relaxation. Some dogs kick their back legs in a twitchy, scratch reflex, a sign that you've hit the perfect spot. Their bodies flood with feel-good hormones, much like how humans feel when receiving a gentle massage. It soothes them. It grounds them. It releases tension they didn't even know they were holding. But the pleasure isn't just physical, it's emotional. The act of you reaching down and giving them attention reinforces the bond between you. To a dog, touch is love, and belly rubs are one of the clearest forms of that love. Have you noticed how your dog watches your hand as you rub their belly? They study the rhythm of your movements, the pressure, the pauses. They attune themselves to your energy, syncing their emotions with yours. That's because belly rubs are more than a reward, they're a moment of shared connection. Dogs are incredibly sensitive to our moods. They know when we're relaxed, stressed, distracted, or present. During a belly rub, your dog reads your intention through touch. If your hands feel gentle and focused, they melt into the moment, letting their body go loose. Their breathing slows, their eyes droop, and they enter a state of calm they don't easily achieve on their own. It's their version of mindfulness, built on trust and connection. But the belly position isn't always about asking for rubs. Sometimes it's your dog's way of expressing affection toward you. When they roll onto their back, near your feet, or against your side, they're showing that they feel emotionally open and unguarded with you. Think of it like a human leaning their head on someone's shoulder. It's a gesture of closeness, comfort, and vulnerability. Dogs aren't afraid of danger when they're with you. They aren't wary of the world. In that moment, you are their safe space. And while you might think the belly rub is the highlight for them, sometimes the true joy comes from simply being seen and acknowledged in that vulnerable position. They open themselves emotionally and physically because your presence makes them feel protected. There's also a deep evolutionary layer behind this behavior. In ancient canine groups, physical contact reinforced bonds within the pack. Grooming, nuzzling, and gentle touching weren't just casual activities, they were essential for building trust and maintaining cooperation. When your dog invites a belly rub, they're engaging in a modern form of that ancient bonding ritual. Your touch signals reassurance, your presence signals stability. The belly rub becomes a continuation of the instinctual social practices their ancestors relied on for survival. It's not just affection, it's heritage. And then there's the idea of social reciprocity. The silent, emotional exchange that happens between two beings who care about each other. Dogs love belly rubs, partly because they sense how much joy it brings you to give them. When you smile, laugh, or talk to them while rubbing their belly, your positive energy becomes part of the experience. Dogs are emotional mirrors. They reflect the feelings around them. So, if belly rubs make you happy, your dog feels that happiness and responds to it. Deepening the cycle of affection becomes a shared moment of mutual joy, a wordless conversation built entirely through touch and trust. But belly rubs also give dogs something incredibly valuable: attention. Dogs crave attention almost as much as they crave affection. When they roll over, they're not just asking for physical touch. They're asking to be acknowledged. They're asking to be loved in a way that feels tangible and unmistakable. And because belly rubs require your full participation, your hands, your presence, your focus, they become one of the highest forms of attention a dog can receive. Your dog learns that the belly up position gets your involvement instantly, and that reinforcement makes the behavior even more common. Some dogs use belly rubs to regulate their emotions. If they're feeling anxious, uncertain, or overstimulated, rolling onto their back and inviting touch helps stabilize their feelings. The physical sensation combined with your calming energy resets their nervous system. The belly rub becomes a grounding ritual, a way for them to anchor themselves when the world feels loud or unpredictable. Dogs don't have the tools we do to manage stress. They rely on environment, routine, and connection. And for many, that connection is strongest when they're belly up under the gentle weight of your hand. And let's not forget one thing. Dogs are smart. They learn very quickly that belly rubs come from specific behaviors. Roll over equals love. Wiggle on back equals attention. Paws tucked in equals affection time. This creates a loop of positive reinforcement where dogs repeat the behavior because it consistently leads to comfort and bonding. Over time, some dogs even develop little routines rolling into the perfect position, nudging your hand, or giving you that irresistible look that says, "Hey, I think you forgot something." These tiny invitations show how well dogs understand us, how deeply they read our patterns, and how skillfully they communicate their needs. Have you ever wondered why your dog sometimes groans softly during a belly rub, or stretches their legs into the air, or completely freezes as if entering another dimension? Those sounds and movements are signs of deep relaxation. It's their way of releasing tension, letting go of control, and surrendering to the moment. The belly rub becomes not just a physical reward, but an emotional retreat, a place where they feel adored, understood, and fully present with the person they trust most. And here's something even more touching. When dogs expose their belly, they're offering their most defenseless area, their vital organs. No dog would ever do this in front of someone they fear or distrust. Rolling onto their back is like handing you the keys to their safety. They're telling you, "I know you will protect me. I know I am safe with you." The belly rub simply seals that message with affection. It reinforces their belief that choosing vulnerability with you always leads to comfort, warmth, and love. Humans sometimes underestimate how powerful touch is for dogs. To us, a belly rub is a cute moment. To them, it's a form of emotional communication. It tells them they're valued. It tells them they're loved. It tells them they're part of your life in a way that feels stable and meaningful. Every time your hand moves across their belly, every time they close their eyes, every time they sigh with contentment, the bond between you strengthens gently, quietly, beautifully. The belly rub position also shows who your dog is at their core. Some dogs are shy and only reveal their belly occasionally. Others are confident and will flop over even in front of strangers. Each dog communicates differently, but the message behind the rollover is always the same: trust. Whether it's your dog seeking comfort, offering affection, asking for attention, or simply enjoying a deeply satisfying scratch, the belly rub moment reveals a piece of their heart. And the more you pay attention to those moments, the more you learn about who they are and how they see you. What does this habit say about your relationship? Everything. If your dog consistently rolls over for belly rubs, it means they trust you on the deepest emotional level. They see you as someone who brings comfort, joy, and stability into their world. They choose to be vulnerable around you physically and emotionally. They choose connection. They choose closeness. They choose you. Some dogs even use belly rubs as a way to repair emotional distance. If they sense you've been busy, distracted, or stressed, They might roll over more often as a gentle reminder that your connection matters to them. Dogs don't understand schedules or responsibilities the way we do, but they absolutely feel emotional gaps. A simple belly rub becomes their way of saying, "I'm still here. Are we okay?" In that moment, your touch becomes reassurance, a reset button for the bond they treasure so dearly. And as you rub their belly, the emotional space closes, replaced by calmness and quiet understanding. Dogs don't need long conversations, they just need presence, and they ask for it in the sweetest way they know. And beneath all the science, instinct, and emotion, there's something beautifully simple about why dogs love belly rubs. It just feels good. Dogs spend their days moving, jumping, sitting, stretching, and curling in awkward positions, and the belly area often gets overlooked during regular petting. When you rub that soft spot, especially near the ribs or lower belly, it reaches muscles and nerves that rarely receive attention. It's soothing, comforting, and gently stimulating all at once. For many dogs, belly rubs are the perfect blend of physical pleasure and emotional closeness. It's a moment where their body relaxes, their mind settles, and their heart feels connected to the person they love most, you. Oh, the next time your dog flips onto their back, lifts their paws, and waits for that familiar hand to reach down, remember this. They're not just asking for a scratch. They're inviting you into a moment of connection. They're offering trust. They're expressing affection. They're choosing to share their softest, most vulnerable side with you. And in the quiet language of dogs, that is love in its purest form. If this touched your heart, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and share your dog's belly rub story in the comments. Does your dog melt when you touch their belly?